Hello, my beautiful, benevolent warrior brothers and herons, sisters of love and light. I'm going to try to keep it short, but it most likely won't be because I'm not a gentleman of small talk, if you may. I like to flood all of you with information, and that way your subconscious mind eventually will bring it up when it's necessary for you to really learn from it. So I already checked everything. Looks like everything's going. I didn't get to fully finish my new setup the way I wanted it to, but at least I was brave enough. It's not that I'm tooting my own horn, but I want to inspire you guys to do the same thing. I've been kind of holding off for a while on certain productions because everything needs to be perfect. And being a one-man team, doing what like 15 people would do normally in a production setup, I just decided, you know what? If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. If whatever people think, that's what it is, and that's that. And the information that needs to get to a certain person or another is going to get to them, and they're going to recall it when it's necessary, and that's that. So today, we're going to be covering fasting during a lunar. Well, yeah, I'm going to finish that pronunciation, lunar eclipse, but it's not going to be a lunar eclipse tomorrow. Tomorrow is only a full moon, but it's not only a full moon. It's a pretty damn beautiful moon. I really don't know all the details. Like I said, I'm not fully prepared right now. I just said, you know what, on the go. And before I knew, there was already 11:11, and I'm way late already as it is. It's like 11:33 right now. Anyhow, so like I promised you, I'm going to show you guys what my secret is. Seriously, I'm not kidding. This is what I'm about to eat. Okay. It would have been eaten already, but I had so much things to do, and I didn't even get to finish my workout. That's why I'm all greasy and with this funky little shirt, funky little stinky shirt. But oh well, this is my gym. This is my studio. Who cares? I'm giving you my information from the reviver, rehabilitating every vessel internally via emotions and resonance. La, 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 to give you what? A higher sense of frequency so that your vibration can go up and you can perceive a lot more of an ideal reality. All right. So, like I said, this is my secret of what I do before. It's not even a secret, but it's just, it's kind of odd to eat this before prior to starting your fast. Okay, and in case you want to know what the ingredients are, it's mushrooms, onions, and jalapenos. So it's vegetarian. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not vegan because there's cheese in it, and I love cheese. All right, so it's from the local pizza parlor. Okay, so it's not like it's still fast food, yes, but the local pizza shops, they're more careful with their ingredients opposed to like big chains, which they need to do profit. So you can't really trust their ingredients being that fresh. So anyhow, that's it. And also, believe it or not, I'm having some cheesecake. Yeah, baby. Some cheesecake later on too. I'm really looking forward to that. That was my mom's favorite, by the way. She loved cheesecake. I never got to learn how to do it like she did, and I never got to do it for her. So I'm still gonna do one in her name, in her memory, in her name, because rest in paradise. Yeah, my mother passed away January 20th, 2020, at 12:22 p.m. and it made us much stronger, us and the family. So anyhow, let's get going with this. So the fasting, let's see. I got that information from a download that I got after meditating. And then shortly after, I was suggested to try, not to try, but to from YouTube algorithms, there was a Sadhguru video talking about fasting in lunar eclipse and solar eclipse and why you should do it and why it's important to do it, especially if you want to optimize your temple. It has nothing to do with vanity, even though to some of you might be able to use it for vanity, but I don't recommend you do that because it kind of might, in a sense, backfire on you in the sense that if you depend on it, you see what I'm saying? Try not to depend on anything. So just do it, just to optimize your tempo. And here's what it is. So Let's start off with what I was asking in the opening with the description. Have you ever heard of the word lunacy? All right, or lunatic. Okay, Luna. In case you're watching Roxy, hello Roxy, Luna, because I noticed she liked the post I put, stating that I'm about to go live in a little bit. So anyhow, lunatic or lunacy, like lunacy, is because it comes from, it is influenced by the magnetism of the moon. So if it's a full moon, it's in full effect. There's no difference. The moon is always there, right? But the difference is that the sun hits it a certain way because the earth is out of the way, if you may. And that's why when the earth is not out of the way, we can't really see the moon for a day or two. Okay, because there's no light to refract, not just refract off the moon so that we can see the moon. So right now, the Mother Earth is completely out of the way. So the sun is being able to shine completely on that small little planet, moon, and is refracting to us so that we can see, so that we can reflect. All right. So, anyways, if you notice, that's radiance. It's even though it's in the night, even though it's coming from the dark, is the sun radiance refracting off the moon. So that's a magnetism that occurs. In case haven't you noticed that especially in full moons, the high tides are a lot higher than normal? Not only that, the old scary tales, or is it not scary? It's just it's a proven fact that wolves howl to the moon, especially to the full moon, especially in lunar eclipse. The full moon. Why? Because of the magnetism. They feel it and they're acknowledging it. Okay, and that's what they howl at the moon. Okay, so there's that. So now that's just the full moon. Okay, now we have, which we don't have to worry about tomorrow, which is but I want to hit that topic that sorry, I didn't mean to flip you off. So we already talked about the full moon, but we're going to talk a little bit of the importance also of fasting while a lunar eclipse and obviously the solar eclipse. Okay, because those have even much more magnetism. How is that possible? Because remember, if this is the moon, this is Earth, we'll say my head is the sun. All right. So right here, Earth won't be able to see moon. How can I put this? So you won't be able to see it, but if I rotate it, you can. So now you can't see it, but the Earth is way out of the way of the sun and moon. So that means now we can completely see the moon. Okay. Now think about this. In a solar eclipse, what is it? The moon, it's on the way of us so that we can see the sun, but then it kind of bleeds through the smaller object that is the moon. So that's why we see that crazy radiance with the outline of the moon when it comes to a solar eclipse. All right, the lunar eclipse is when, let me see, how does that work? It would be, how would the lunar eclipse work? Is it the same? Okay, the lunar eclipse is where is where the moon is in the way of the sun. No, that's still, goodness, I can't think straight right now. But you guys know what I'm getting at. So the point is, when you see either or lunar eclipse or solar eclipse, they're in alignment. That alignment causes an extra magnetism. Okay, so this is why the Earth, and the Earth is the farthest one, so all this is magnetizing towards Earth. And this is why on Earth we experience extra magnetism when it comes to solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, especially solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, and full moons. Okay, this time around is only a full moon. Okay, I wanted to show you all kinds of video clips and pictures that I took. For instance, yesterday morning, how the sky at dawn was orange. What was it? Almost violet but pink. It was amazing. That goes to show you that tomorrow the moon, at some points, hopefully it's not cloudy in your area, you might be able to, especially when it's around the horizon and the opposite end as well, but especially when it's rising, it's when it's going to be seen like pinkish, quite literally. Quite literally. Now, most of you, you won't really hear this truth anywhere else because it's not a conspiracy theory, but you can do the test yourself. Haven't you noticed there's a lot more purple and a lot more violet and a lot more red during dusk and dawn? Not only that, why is there a lot more red on the east during dusk and dawn? There shouldn't be any red, at least in sunset. In sunset, there shouldn't be no red at all. Let me rephrase that, at all. There shouldn't be any red at all on the east side. But look in the east side from this point on, you're going to be like, every like 14th day, 16th day or so, it's really big time. You can see a lot of red, especially towards the northwest. Why? Why is there a red luminescent glow coming from that side when the sun went down this side? That's an impossibility, guys. That hasn't happened before. The red only happens when the sun is down and you can see kind of its light up there. You shouldn't be able to see that over there. So what does that tell you? There's another body. I'll tell you, there's another body releasing infrared energy or light, radiance. Okay, and this is why we're going to start perceiving a lot longer purple or violet dusks and purple or violet dawns and purple or violet or pinkish moons. Okay, mark my words, little by little. And those of you who get in high vibration will start to notice these things even further. Now, the fasting. If it was lunar or solar, and especially solar, you best believe I wouldn't be doing this at all. Sorry, at all. I don't know why I love saying it, at all. All right, so I wouldn't even risk doing this. Here's the reason why. In case you haven't noticed, our foods have been spoiling a lot quicker. Raise your hand if you noticed that before in this past 3 weeks or so. That your milk and your fruits are spoiling a lot quicker than normal. You buy it from the store, even though it has a decently fresh date, and before that date is over, you go to it and it's a little bit raunchy. The fruits, a little bit fungusy, way sooner than they should. That goes to show you that other body I'm talking about is over there. But the same thing will occur. Sadhguru did it. I actually, once I found that out about 4 years ago, I started experimenting. And sure enough, the food spoils a lot quicker around full moons. It's not that bad on full moons, again, because it's only the full moon. But especially in lunar eclipses and solar eclipses, the food spoils a lot quicker. Now, it doesn't matter where that food is. It doesn't matter if it's on a tree. It's better in a tree because it's still connected to the life force. But if the fruit is in display, the fruit is in even in the refrigerator, okay, doesn't matter where, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to age. It's weird how it happens, but that magnetism ages that organic substance, okay, for some reason. Now, our bodies will do the same thing if we have that food in us. This is why it's very important to fast before, during, and after the full moon or lunar eclipse or solar eclipse. Okay, this time is only a full moon, so I don't have to be too disciplined, but I do care about my tempo, and I'm going to set that intention out to the universe, because what you put out will come back in, as above, so below, as inside, so outside. Your perception will be projected out. So if I show the universe, hey, I'm trying to do this is my intention to optimize my tempo by fasting before, during, and after this lunar, I was going to say again, lunar eclipse, full moon. Okay, and the universe, YOUniverse, will reciprocate dearly when you do things like this. When you intend to do things, whether it's bad or good, you're going to get good or bad back. Okay, it's just the way it works. The law of the universal law of reciprocity, the universal law of cause and effect, the universal law of rhythm. There's many more universal laws that we cannot escape, no matter how masterful you become. That shows you the timing of these things. So, with the timing of this full moon, I recommend, this is what I'm going to do. So this is what I'm suggesting. I'm recommending to you guys that you start your fasting no later than 12 p.m. tomorrow. All right. Pacific Standard Time. According to my time, when I looked it up in the internet, the moon is supposed to rise at 7:35 p.m. So that means that the peak will be around midnight, 1 a.m., somewhere around there. I forgot. I didn't check all this because I was on the go trying to fix all this apparatus everywhere behind me. If you would see, I don't want to mess up the screens, but I was gonna turn them around so you can see all the lighting and all this stuff. But anyways, where was I? Okay, so if it was a lunar eclipse, I would recommend that you stop eating either 6 a.m. tomorrow morning or obviously tonight, a light meal. It's already way too late. I would have recommended like 10 p.m. To eat a light meal, or 6 a.m. the latest for a lunar eclipse. For the solar eclipse, definitely it would have been stop eating at 9 p.m. today. And then that way, because there's so much magnetism coming through, you don't want that spoilage, that food to spoil into age. In other words, drastically inside of you. Okay, because if you do that, it's actually scientifically, medically proven. You won't find it much because they're trying to hide this information. I dare to say it. It's fine. But look at Sadhguru, and he has more than enough information. Even I think there's one where even he does demonstrate it in his like 28-minute talk or something. And in those 28 minutes, you can see the actual fruit that's in front of him as he's talking. He's like, to prove it to you guys, it's the fruit's right here. And he has this, oh goodness, what is that word called? Pendulum. Well, it's not really a pendulum, but it's just a tester, if you may, an energetic tester that he holds. And the way, depending on the way it spins, it kind of communicates in a sense. And you can see it. Not only can you see that reacting, but you can see the actual fruit, all right, at the end of the transmission, actually seeing a difference. Again, you don't have to take our word for it, but try it out. On the next lunar eclipse, I haven't checked. I wasn't ready. I just wanted to just get the information out. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'll come back and correct it. All right, but I wouldn't say anything that I'm not at least 96% sure. I don't mess around with your guys' intelligence, with your guys' time, with your guys' safety, with your guys' immune system. No, when I give my information, it is information that is proven to freaking work. Not just for me, freaking work, but for everyone else throughout history. Okay? So I don't give you guys BS. Even though all of it, not some of it, all of it seems like it, because none of my stuff is mainstream. Most of my stuff not to sound special or anything like that, but it is an INFJ thing. Look up INFJ characteristics from the Myers-Briggs characteristics personality test, and you will see that the INFJ, we're only 1% of the population, but we have this weird ability to gather information from somewhere. We don't know where, but it's a proven fact. Okay, and it's almost always right. And no, I'm not trying to say, listen to me, I'm always right. No, it's just the way it works. You don't believe me? Look up INFJ. I as in India, N as in November, J as in Jack. INFJ, INF. Oh, I forgot. And an F. So INF is Frank and then the J. But look it up and read what it says. It's not my words. You read what it says and you'll be like, okay, maybe I should listen to this weird monkey-looking guy. I'm not going to take his word for it, but I'll see what comes up. And if it stucks to my subconscious mind and it resonates with me, I'm going to look into it in a week from now. If something happens and it reminds me of it, must not be a coincidence. So I'm going to listen to that monkey-looking guy and I must research what he talked about. See if he is right or not. And you're going to be like, wait, how did this young dude know about all this stuff? How does he know how to connect all these things? I don't know. It just happens. Okay? That's hence why everybody always thinks I know it all. Everybody always thinks that I think that I know it all. No, I am sorry that I always have some input to have with every question you may have. Every single question. It's weird. It's almost a curse. Okay? Because I'm so hyperactive. So I'm almost like I am a special needs kids. Okay? I really am. Truly. Any other NFJs up there? Please give me some of your feedback or information of what you've been through and all that stuff. And I guarantee you'll be like, yeah, that's weird. We've all been through this thing as an INFJs. That we're always end up alone because of that. Because everybody always thinks that we're belittling them. How is that even possible? That's just your ego talking to you, your non-disciplined ego, because the ego is actually divine. Once you train yourself to allow ego to function out of the service of the heart, you will see that you consciously can place yourself around things so that subconsciously it will record, so that unconsciously you do things automatically, autonomously to what you consciously want the ideal to be. I hope you got everything that I just said. I cannot repeat it. This is too much information. But if you have to rewind and check back to see what is it that I said there. Let me check if there's any questions, because pretty soon I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to start explaining what zodiac sign will be affected and how and which way. So I'll start off with mine, okay, just so you guys can hear. Since let me make sure I explained everything about the food. Yeah, so just to recap, please try to fast at least for this full moon starting tomorrow at 12 p.m. You can drink water. You can have some juices, should be fine if you can't bear it. But just try, challenge yourself. And look up the importance of fasting. It's so powerful for the brain, so powerful for the microbiome. If that happens, guess what happens there? Coherence. And what's in the middle? The heart. And then what does that control? That electromagnetism, the toroidal field. So what does that mean? As above, so below. If these two are optimized, guess what is optimized? The reality you perceive. As above, so below, as inside, so outside. What your perception is what will be projected out. So if there's a problem with someone or something you see out there and is bothering you, guess what? Yeah, it might fit them because technically they are having those problems or whatever. But if you notice it for a reason. Because you either know it, you're very familiar with it, or because you're seeing a literal reflection. As we see a reflection from the moon, tomorrow is going to be a beautiful reflection. So you better reflect properly. Because why? Because I wanted to, in case you didn't read the description, it says that, what is it? So this lunar will be marking the lunar peak of Aries season 2020 and bringing all of the intentions we put out into the universe during the Aries new moon last month to an energetic surge. Okay, so what that means is any intention you have. So again, this is why I said earlier, if you intend to, hey, throw it out to the universe that I care about my temple and I'm going to take this extra little protocol just to make my temple optimized so that I am fasting during a situation where it's fully magnetized and fruits, living things, for some reason, during the, not that much during the lunar, the full moon, but during the lunar eclipses and solar eclipses, your body will age. Get this is why I said also, it's not about vanity, but you can kind of use it for that. Your body will age nearly a full month, meaning nearly that full moon or solar month where that eclipse occurred. Okay, it's weird how it happens, but it does happen. Okay, every living being, if you have some kind of life in you that no longer has life, like meaning fruits, animals, like meat, or plants, okay, that life is going to disintegrate quickly, not in a good way. It's going to like rot quicker than what it's supposed to. So before you can expel it out, okay, naturally, it's going to ferment inside of you, and not in a good way, because sometimes fermentation is good. Okay, it gives you good, it's good cultures, and it feeds your bacteria, the good bacteria, and it kills the bad bacteria. Sometimes, certain fermentations. Okay, so anyhow, so I know it doesn't make sense, but hopefully you can try to make sense of it by looking into it. How can magnetism, aside from affecting our ebb and flow of the tides, our lunacy, because inside we also are electromagnetic, and that magnetism, it does influence us. So anyhow, aside from that, we're good. So be careful with that intention that you set. Any intention, okay? Even if it's majestically, almost physically impossible, the metaphor of it somehow, some way will affect your reality if you truly believe in it, if you truly intend to do it, and if you do certain protocols to show the universe that I'm trying to optimize my body. Please reciprocate. I'm a fast starting tomorrow, 12 p.m., so that I can be fasted throughout the full moon. But I'm doing this in the name of whatever you want, clearing my community, or clearing my city, or clearing my state. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do, and you can clear it of anything. And in your reality, it will count. And if you don't see it out there, guess what? You need to shift more internally, because it's about you. It's not about them. You notice it because you know it somehow, some way. Okay? This is why Carl Gustav Jung will always say everything is mirror. The shadow selves need to be trained in a certain way so that they function at a service to the heart, and they can go into the light, because shadow selves are not needed. They just happen because you acquire them from your parents, from your favorite cousin, older cousin or whatever, your favorite uncle that teaches you martial arts, whatever, and their little mannerisms stick with you. Those shadow selves might cause problems in the future to other relationships where that shadow self does not belong. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so I'll just show you real quick what Pisces is. If there's anybody else and wants to know theirs, I'll read it for you. And I'm going to share this link so that you guys can check for yourself in case you're watching this video after the live feed. Okay, and then that way, because I'm not going to say all of them because it's kind of long. I'll say a few. I think I'll go from last, first, and middle, and maybe somewhere in between, like a random one. And then and within that time, someone comes in and say, hey, check out a Libra or something, I'll go ahead and check it. Okay, so for Pisces, in case you're a Piscean, all right, for love, in this lunar phase for the full moon, this is what will be very strong for us Pisceans. When it comes to love, Pisces, listen to your heart. And don't forget, the word ear is inside the word heart. Okay, it really is. All right, so listen to your heart, ear, heart. Lean into your intuition. Intuition. This is instinct. This is intuition. This is feminine. This is masculine. All right, so go into intuition. Doesn't that sound familiar? How there's a lot of divine feminine information being put out, a lot of you feeling divine feminine energy forces kind of clearing you, around you, for you, in you, or whatever, that is clearing the majestic, broken masculine. I mean, I feel it. I see it everywhere, and that's what I'm intending. If you can, oh, too bad. It's your reality. But anyway, so Stardust is the owner of the blog. Stardust says, okay, so the full moon will light up the truth for you. This for the Pisceans, but it's going to be mainly for all of us on this part. The full moon will light up the truth for you. And you'll be able to see what you want with more clarity. Okay, once it clears you, you will clear your vision, your clarity. It's going to be much clearer out there, but only when you clear yourself. Okay, so in career, for Pisceans, you might be faced with some tough choices at work, and now's the time for you to stand up for yourself and set boundaries. And I know a lot of you Pisceans, it's not that we're soft. is we're big team players and we're big dreamers, and we believe that we can do big things with teams and stuff like that. So remember to set boundaries. Okay, learn how to say no. If you have to, say fuck no. I'm sorry, but sometimes you have to do that. All right, even to yourself, say fuck no. There's no way you're gonna eat that rest of the half of that pizza tonight. Because, dude, I will eat this whole freaking pizza in less than an hour. It's that crazy. But that's why I take these cheating precautions. Okay, it's not really cheating, but it's cheating in the sense because some people will be like, "How do you have that freaking body? How do you have that energy, that reflexes when you eat like that, and you eat so much cheesecake and ice cream and all that?" Hey, it's because I polarize the definitions people have of these things, or the concepts people have about these things. To me, these are not poisons. To me, they're a funny way of taking steroids. Because if I eat this, you best believe I'm going to work hard to get this out of me. But I will enjoy it. I will enjoy it for my soul. I will enjoy it for my inner child. But in this time around, I can still eat it until 12 p.m. tomorrow. I will not enjoy that because I care about my inner child. I care about my inner warrior. I care about my vessel. So that's why I'm doing this now while I still can. And then tomorrow when I wake up, I'm going to coffee enema it out. And that's what I mean about the cheating part. It's kind of cheating, but it's not. Hey, that's if I can get away with it, why would I not get away with it? See what I'm saying? So anyways, let's go back to this. Speaking your truth now will allow you a lot more freedom at work down the road, which is true. I mean, and this is for everyone really, but this is for the Pisceans. And then last one, when it comes to friendship, all you want in friendships right now is real, deep, and juicy conversations. All right. And it's true. You guys, if you guys know a Pisces, you guys know they're not about small talk. And if you know an INFJ, they're definitely not about small talk. And they would feed you all the information you ask of. And they won't get tired. As long as you don't get tired, the INFJ, especially if he's a Pisces or she's a Pisces, dude, they'll talk for 7 hours straight and not even notice 7 hours went by, thinking only like an hour and a half went by. And then they'll invite you to dinner or something to kind of make up for it, from kind of putting you through a portal, if you may, and made you count, crossover time. But anyways, because time will fly if you're next to an INFJ or a Pisces, because they're such dreamers, man. So anything else? So in the friendship, all you want, juicy conversations. Gather, because we love that intellectual stimulation. If you love that, and if you're not a Pisces, please contact me, man. I would love to talk to you. We can talk about cracking. No, that's not even. You guys are gonna take it the wrong way. Let me switch that one. We could talk about crocheting underwater, even though I've never done it. Yes, that's what I said. Crocheting underwater. Or underwater basket weaving, either or. Think about that, huh? You could be in the lotus position, okay? And underwater basket weaving with your eyes closed, with your eyes open, and weaving, whatever. Anyhow, so we can have a crazy conversation about underwater basket weaving. So here we go. If you like that intellectual stimulation as well. So last bit is gather virtually. Gather virtually. Oh, that makes sense. I didn't even notice this before. Gather virtually with your closest crew under the full moon's energy and get beneath the surface of how you're really, or all of you, because it's your crew, you're all really feeling about things. Now, keyword was virtually. Maybe they're considering that we're in this lockdown, right? So what does that mean? That maybe you personally could be outside your home and be under the actual moonlight, right? But virtually gather with your crew. That means that, in these times right now that we can't really gather, stuff like that. Well, I can gather, I can go outside under the moonlight. You can go outside under the moonlight if you're in San Jose or the Bay Area, doesn't matter where. or in India, or in Alaska. Hey, I love you. I miss you guys out there. Anywhere else, anywhere, it doesn't matter. But the intention is what matters, and that will be the virtual gathering. As long as all of you get to get, obviously, it would have to be like tomorrow afternoon or something, or within a few hours for you to get say, hey, under the moon, when the moon hits you, because it's going to be in different timings. When the moon hits your area, please be under and intend this, and we'll all do it at the same time, or around the same time where the moon is around at the peak, because India would have a different peak than California, so a different time. So that's an explanation of what gather virtually might mean. You can do it through Zoom if you want. Take your damn laptop outside and Zoom with your friends under the moonlight. There's all these different ideas. So let's go ahead and go to the opposite spectrum. Let's go to the first one. And Aries, all right? Aries, for love, love is definitely on the forefront of your mind. You're putting your relationship first with the desire to make it work. Instead of only focusing on your needs, says astrologer Lisa Stardust. Again, Lisa Stardust is the owner of this blog. Is www.bustle.com. Okay. And like I said, I'm going to share the link. I didn't share it right now, but I'll share it later. So career-wise for Aries, those that are zodiac sign Aries. Damn, I was about to be cut off because somehow my power is not plugged in. Woo, Z's. Bear with me. Okay, I see. I use the word bear, so I got to give you a joke. Not many of you are going to get it. Maybe one of you in this world have heard it. So a bear walks into a bar, looks around, right? Walks to the bar itself, the counter, and walks up and says, let me get a Jack and Coke. I think I want Coke. And so the bartender's pouring it. He says, well, great. So why the big pause? And the bear goes like, wait, what? Because I'm a bear. I was born with him. You didn't get it, did you? The big pause, because he went, instead of saying the long pause. Never mind. You see why I'm always alone? Because my jokes only make sense to very, very few people. So anyways, let's go back to career. All right, so this luminary asks you, and this is for Aries, career. This luminary asks you to work out issues with your boss or within other business partnerships. It's time to talk things through and listen with open ears. Oh my goodness, those ears keep coming back. Don't forget, ear is in the word heart. So hear with your heart. Woo! And the entire word here is technically in the word heart. Don't forget also, you cannot spell earth without the letters in heart. Goodness. Woo! I'm getting so many downloads. All right, so let me finish off friendship for Aries. All right, one-on-one bonding is what you're craving. Is it or is it not true? I think it's true. So let's see. So carve out some time for a phone call or FaceTime, so you can time someone's face, session to catch up with your closest friends from afar. I guess it is geared towards this, well, it has to be, duh. It's geared towards this lockdown. It's kind of reminding us of how we can kind of see past that. It sucks that we're locked down. To me, it doesn't suck, man. It's woo, nothing has changed for me. I love this. I love that you guys are finally experiencing what I have experienced. And now you're being forced to know yourself because most of you can't go to work right now. You see what I'm saying? So you're stuck with a lot of time to yourselves, even if you have kids. I mean, why? Because even they are home, and it's kind of odd to still have that much time. Anyways, so let me check to see if anybody has been on and if they want me to check any of their sign. Good to see you on Facebook. Oh, Rosemary, dude. I'm sorry if I... Jurek? I think the D is silent. Rosemary Jurek. And I believe you're from down under, aren't you? Yes, and I have some friends on there too. You're my newest. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're from Australia. So let's see. Anyhow, nice to see you too. Much love. Oh, I don't mean to give you a thumbs up. I mean to give you a love, a heart. So let's see. So I guess no one wants to know their sign, so I'm just gonna go with like one more, and then I gotta get to my crazy workout because the reason why I showed you that video yesterday about my human HUE-MAN, my human physical update, is because I'm treating myself as if I was. In case you didn't know, I'm a martial artist and boxer, and I used to compete on that professionally. So I'm just pretending like I have a fight coming up, all right, tomorrow, and I'm supposed to be weighing 144 pounds. So right now I'm weighing 143.6. When I first started about 3 weeks, about 3 weeks, a little less actually, 2 weeks ago, I was weighing 159. Okay, because I remember I got sick for a while because I prayed for it because I wanted to see what I need to do to fight it because I haven't been sick in over 11 years. All right, so I wanted to help you guys learn how to optimize yourselves, not myself, not with what I use, but I'm just giving you my ideas. But anyways, the point is yeah, I gotta finish one more workout right now, do my last update to show fighters and athletes how to properly cut weight because we don't cut weight properly. It is very dangerous the way we do it. Physique models and all that, they have competitions. We don't, I mean, yeah, they can get away with it, but trust me, look up older bodybuilders and all that and see how their metabolism ended up, see how their bodies ended up. To me, temporary glory is not part of my real. That sounds selfish, but temporary glory is not joy, if you may, for the inner child, for the masculine, for the feminine, or higher self. It's not. So I rather have longevity of rejoicing in a group setting. This is why I stopped competing. Okay, with boxing, some of you don't even know, but I was in TV and all that, and Fox Sports News and all this, and different things, winning championships. Okay, yeah, like dude, I've lived a fucking Cinderella life. I went to go see a fight. Next thing you know, I'm the main event. I went to see a fight that was sold out. Next thing you know, I'm the main event. And the guy was way bigger, and I beat him in 2 rounds. And guess what? You're not gonna fucking believe it, but I'm gonna tell you anyways. That was my first time ever in the ring. Ever. Ever. And I beat a champion in the main event. That one didn't come out on TV, but what was it, 5 fights after, 4 fights after? That's when the championship, when I was invited to a championship, and I'm like, really? Me? Okay. And I won the fucking championship again. You're not going to believe this. After fighting 2 champions in one night. It was supposed to be a 3-day tournament. I beat the first one. I beat the second one thinking that's it. I beat them in 1 round because I gave myself all so I can beat them quickly so I can rest all night and then have that last day with that last champion. Well, guess what happened? It was in Alaska. It was snowing. There was a few fighters that couldn't come in and they had to cancel the 3rd day. So then they asked me, hey, you either fight the last fight with the main champion or you forfeit and he becomes a champion even though he hasn't fought today. You already fought. And I was like, well, I'm still fighting. I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but oh well, I'm already here. I'm just gonna adjust, adapt, and overcome. Hey yo, oh, adjust, adapt, and overcome. And guess what? I beat the main champion, the champion that was the year before, all in one, and they were both bigger than me, all in one night. How is that possible? You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to take my words for it, but I fell from the 3rd story when I was 9 years old. Boom, not a single freaking scratch. I walked away. When I was about a year and a half or 2, 2nd story, bam, head first. I didn't walk away, but nothing happened. Anyways, forget about that. Let's go to the last one, and we're done because there's no more. Oh, there is. Oh, whoa, there's a lot of messages. Yes, I'm glad nothing has changed for you either, Rosemary. Isn't it a lovely? I don't know. To me, this is a lovely thing because I live in California, and it's not that I was worried about the big one, but I wanted to. I don't want my community to suffer. So what did I do? For many years, since 2015, I started gathering food. All right, not because I'm those fearful preppers. No, I'm prepping for things that are that we're susceptible about. Here in California, earthquakes. Texas would be what? Tornadoes. Um, uh, 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 Florida would be what? Hurricanes, right? If you're intelligent, you would be prepared for at least what you're susceptible. If you're prepared for society going down and all that, please erase yourself from my Facebook. We obviously don't need to be exchanging energies. Okay, we don't. Um, but if you want to be a big part in case that might happen, you can stick with me because we're warriors of light. All right, we're benevolent warriors. So, anyways, let's see. Let's get going with yes, Michael. Yes, EA. I'm a Gemini. Guess what? I was gonna check Gemini anyways. I hope you're still there. Please stay. I'm gonna give you some good info. You'll see. So true. The Gemini star sign. Yes. Who was pushing you off? Let's see. Sydney is. Oh. Yeah, so yeah, and I've heard about Australia having quite a bit of issues too, but how can I put this? I honestly believe in my heart. So let me retract that because I cannot believe in my heart. I know in my heart that Australia and the U.S. are gonna be very well protected, even though all these people swear that we're gonna be the worst ones off. Okay, I trust our people. It's not that I don't trust other people's, but the way we're set up, the U.S. and Australia, I'm telling you, it's too many patriots. Put it that way. We'll just leave it at that. Okay. And aside from that, too many powerful men and women that do not want these lands to go bye bye. If you catch my drift, and this is why I feel we're okay through anything that might occur. Okay, so this is why I believe a lot of crazy stuff has been happening in those in Australia and in the US, aside from other places as well, obviously. But anyhow, let's see. Let's get with okay. So let me get to the Gemini right now. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. We're kind of like the same. I don't know if you noticed that it's two. The Pisces and the Geminis, the twins. So where were we? Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. There we go. Nope, that was not it. Where'd it go? How come I can't find it? Gemini should be next. Where is it? What? Why don't they have Gemini? Out of all of them? There it is. There it is. Okay. So, Gemini, here you go. Here we go. Okay. Sorry I had to do that funny little. I don't know. I don't know why. As you can see, man, I'm a special needs kid, man. All right. So, Gemini, this is for you, Rosemary. All right. Your love, meaning the love energy, the love factor around your realm, around your the moon's going to bring tomorrow. On your love section, in quotes, it says, you're okay. The quotes are coming from the actual blog writer. So you're in the mood for love. Okay. Now you and I both know it doesn't have to necessarily mean being intimate with the significant other. In the mood for love can be something like me. I'm single, but No one understands me, so I've been single for nearly a decade. But mood for love for me might just be like wanting to indulge in like a whole tub of ice cream. You know what I'm talking about? That type of love. So Stardust says, okay, so get your virtual, whoa, here we go. Get your virtual flirt on with your crush. So if you have a crush, hey, I mean, obviously, universe, source, your guardians, they're letting you know that they are aware. You should just follow through. All right. And again, it doesn't have to be with someone. It can be with something. It can. And I don't mean like sexually, and everybody knows that. So, and like when I tell people, you need to be more intimate with yourself, and people will be like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "Get to know yourself better." Did you think that I was saying that you need to masturbate? No, I don't mean that. Being intimate is going intimate with yourself, or intimate with anything. Intimate. Be intimate. Get to know something in a higher, deeper connection. So anyhow, it's your virtual flirt on with your crush. Pleasure is at the forefront of your mind under this full moon. So seek it out wherever you can. Just like me, I sometimes seek it out in cookies and ice cream. So, so for your career, okay, we're gonna find this. Let me see if you gave me any feedback on that. Sydney is the same, yeah. Yes, you do have a beautiful spirit because I'm very well connected with another Gemini. Again, it's nothing sexual, and she is opposite sex. You know, she's taken. You know, so it's a beautiful, innocent relationship that we have. It's just friends expanding in the universe, and it's a Gemini, and it's weird. It's almost like we feel each other's thoughts. We feel each other's thoughts. It's weird. Better sometimes. We have a beautiful spirit. So, lastly, there's two more, career and friendship. So here you go, Rosemary. For your career side is find new ways to apply your creativity to your day job. So what does that mean if you don't have a technical day job? That means you need to find the creativity to consider something your day job. But find new ways to apply your creativity to your day job. So even if it's like tending to your horses or something, that can be it. You know, find a new way to apply your creativity to your day job. Tending to your horses, if that's what you have. If you don't have an actual day job, see. So, anyways, you're bursting with fun ideas, and aligning your talents with your current career path can put you on a better trajectory. Let me rephrase that. Not rephrase that, but let me reread that again. You're bursting with fun ideas, and aligning your talents with your current career path can put you on a better trajectory. Duh, right? I mean, let that inner child out more, right? But obviously find creative ways to let that inner child out more, but still take care of business with that balanced self of yours that is finely divine feminine, and you're mending and curing, or not curing, but giving therapy to the majestic broken, or once broken, because maybe it's not broken in you, a masculine. You see what I'm saying? Maybe you already reached that nice balance. So there's that. And then for friendship, let me see if you wrote anything for that so we can yeah, there you go. Grandson and chickens. Yeah, good. Wow, I could think of so many things to make that so much fun. I love learning from children, and yes, you can even learn from chickens, and you know that. So let's see. I love learning. Anyways, so for friendship, here you go, Rosemary. Last one. Here we go for friendship. Just because you can't link with your friends in person doesn't mean you can't keep up on your hobbies together. Duh, right? But it's just a great reminder. Host a ooh, ha! I'm stealing that idea. I haven't even read it, but I can already see where this is. Ah, wow! Sorry if I yelled at you, but Woo, yes, I'm going to be doing this. All right, here we go. Host a craft night. I was just talking about crocheting earlier. Host a craft night or karaoke night, which I've been so adamant about, and I'm almost done figuring all these things out, how I'm going to invite people to do. What is the word I'm looking for? Damn TBI. Long distance karaoke. There's a certain word you would use, but anyways, virtual karaoke, whatever. So host a craft night or karaoke party, and that would be great for your grandson. I was gonna say son, for your grandson. Part via Zoom, so you can let loose and channel your full moon feels into creativity alongside your crew. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Your crew can just be your grandson and the chickens. Fine. They'll sing along with you. You see what I say? So that's it for the Gemini. And I really resonated with that. I love it. It's lovely. So let's see if there's any feedback. And if there's anybody else that wants anything else discussed, and if not, I'm going to go back to working out really quick, do my update, and then start eating this pizza before, I risk not letting it digest well enough. But that coffee enema tomorrow, I'll take it out. So anyway, oh, wow, you're lucky. 7 months? Jeez. You have a little angel. Oh, goodness. They follow you. Yeah, and you love karaoke. Yeah, same here. But I love that your grandson, that you're taking your grandson under your wings. Ha, look at that. Wow. Just like the chickens, they take their eggs under their wings. And isn't this an egg moon or something like that? Isn't that what they're calling it? I'm pretty sure that's what they're calling it, an egg moon, isn't it? All right, Rosemary, have a good one. And it was fun. I'm done too. Perfect timing for both of us. It was great to interact with you. It was only us two for the most part. But one love, one light, for together our light will shine much brighter. And may you rest well, because I know some of us haven't been resting well. So if you are having issues with that, please breathe. Hold. That transcendental state there is going to help you clear. And before you know it, you'll be asleep in theta and beyond. All right. Love you. Have a good one, guys. Don't forget, you're only limited to your creativity. Pain is temporary. Pride is eternal. Fulfillment lasts forever. All right. Find a way to find your inner light. Don't search for it outside. You're not going to find your inner light outside. It's impossible. Okay? Stop wasting your time, even though time does not exist. It's all in here. The all is mind. The universe is mental. The Kabbalion. Please get into that so you can understand the universal laws. Goodness, especially the law of gender. And no, it doesn't mean rivalry against masculine and feminine or female. No, look it up and you're going to be, oh, that's a different definition of gender, and it makes sense. Man, this Kabbalion thing is beautiful. K-Y-B-A-L-I-O-N. Kabbalion. Look it up. I'll help you understand different principles that will maximize your warrior spirit. And it's not, they don't say it that way, but that's how I say it. Because don't forget, a warrior is always fighting for peace. It doesn't mean they're fighting for peace, but it definitely, when there's no war, guess what? They're still trying to find a way to find more and more peace. If they don't need any more peace because they already have all the peace, what are they going to do? They're going to search for within community to keep the peace in the community, so that when that warrior goes out, everywhere that warrior goes, he or she will experience peace to the best of the ability of community. And unity is in the word community. All right. One love, one life. We're together. Our light will shine much brighter. Peace. My name is Jesus Nazar Medina, the creator of the 1, 2, 3, 4 flush, coming at you with a new form of transpersonal transformation, coming from the inside out in 4 planes of existences: physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional. Geez, we're going to excel, because then I can get you to the 5th, which is metaphysical. Woo! Get into the Kabbalion. You won't even need me. Peace. Oh, let me. Any new ones? Cool. Daniel. I gotta look into the Bible under the Daniel scriptures. Thank you for the reminder. I already have a few. All right, Rosemary. Bye-bye. And obviously, bye-bye, world. My beautiful, benevolent warrior brothers and and sisters of love and light. Oh, let me give you a little something. I'll close off with this, okay? Let's see if it'll work. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? So I made this song about a year ago. It's just a relaxing beat. Listen to the words, pretty cool. But listen to the feature at the end and listen to what he says. All right. I didn't get to feature him about talking about the moon phase and all that, about fasting within the moons, but it'll talk about other things. And it's the same dude, right? And you'll see why I like this dude. Yeah, I call him a dude because he doesn't call himself a guru. That's what I love about this dude. And he's so freaking, I'm pretty sure he's an INFJ too, man. But anyways, gotta get going. I'm gonna play this and I'm gonna start my workout so I can pump this iron and become a 144 warrior, literally weighing 144, because I'm pretending like I'm in a fight of 144 pounds. I'm technically right now, as we speak, 143.6. So I already made it, but I'm just still gonna work out some more before I dig into this, baby. And oh my goodness, this. You guys don't even know, man. Oh, and then I'm gonna add some of that chocolate mousse. Did you guys see that video? How freaking easy it is to make chocolate mousse, at least the 1, 2, 3, 4 flush style. You're gonna be blown away, dude, at my recipes, at the meal replacement shakes that I've created, the protein shakes, there's all the helping you to go to sleep, to fight metabolism, not fight, but optimize your metabolism as you're sleeping, detoxify, so that when you wake up, it's easy to expel, to have a bowel movement. Dude, I'm telling you, it's a programming, reprogramming yourself to work for yourself, so that you don't have to work hard and still have a 12-pack. Dude, I'm like so excited. This is what I'm saying. I'm like so like childish, but oh well. If you guys can appreciate a childlike man that is a warrior that will fight for your safety, I don't know what else you guys need in this world. So, peace. Oh, the music. Sorry. I almost forgot. The song. Goodness. I'm all over the place over here. How would I do this? Let me see. Let me connect the sound. I'm going to sign off because you won't be able to hear me once.
You need to understand life as it works. What you recognize what is life. Maybe right now you're referring to just your personality, which is essentially a bundle of thoughts and emotions and feelings like prejudices. Leaving that part of your personality, if you just refer to this as me, essentially you're referring to this life. This life process is me. This life process has not grown, you see. It is the same life process. If you do not remember the womb, at least you remember when you are 5, 6, 7, 8 years of age. And the body was that small, it was the same life process. Now it is the same life process. It will be the same. Less and less. You become free from the 5 elements, and then it bursts open into a different possibility. This whole terminology of spiritual growth is a false terminology, because there is no such thing as spiritual growth. Either you explode into another state or you don't.